Hey everyone, I'm a bit sick, so bear with me. Okay, half and half. Alright, I'm here to say that I am prepping up for Comic Con. Shit's gonna go nuts, and oh boy, I was supposed to have this weird little setup to show you what I'm currently working on, but I fucked up. I'm gonna have to save the file and reopen it. Anyhow, long story short, getting ready for some Comic Con action, and for that, I have prepared a couple of prints. I am still trying to fit the sample comic pages true. Still trying. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to struggle a lot, mostly because I'm trying to get them to a presentable quality, but I don't know how far I'm going to be able to pull this off. So far, I can show you what I've got so far. Like page 1, 2, and 3 were made pre-Comic-Con? No, pre-Otakuton or around that time. So there's a lot of things missing. Like right now, all of this was base layered with color and not grayscale. So you can see, oh wait, it's not even properly activated. There we go. It was made with color in mind, and even then there's a lot of things I didn't know back then. So there you go. I'm not going to save that little modification. The same goes with page number 2. And I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to have time to do whatever edit I need to without being too nitpicky about certain things or not diving too much into this. This is so far, I still call this the worst page I got so far, mostly because I tried to jump into the page with tones in mind instead. Well, tones instead of doing it flat or having the flat surfaces, flat coloring, and then adding the tone in. This seems to be my way of thinking, or to be the way my brain works when it comes to coloring digitally. So I'll jump straight on that. And when it comes to like page 4, bam, I get my flats. So far so good. Using this, not saying brand new technique, but just a little realization. And it's a dumb thing that I could have realized a long time ago, but it seems that working with Manga Studio made me realize it a bit earlier. Just the fact that I can easily get flats if I properly end my lines. And I guess on this page I'm still dealing with the bad type of method I had. I used to. It's a method that worked in previous cases, but for this it's not the most effective case. I used to just draw or outline all of the shit I got for the character and then paint bucket into it to make flats. At times it works, for certain area it works, but in general it's not the best thing. So here I'm slowly getting down with the new technique. At least I have somewhat of a flat base here, so I can just color on top, and things should be smooth as long as I modify my corners. And with the backgrounds, I'll just deal with it. Do a bit of a flat, nothing too special. I don't even know if I'll have time to shade. And when it comes to these that I finished up, let's say roughly this morning slash at noon during break, during lunch slash break, you can see I'm clearly ending my lines, closing my lines flash style, so that when I guess I could show you a quick example. Even the backgrounds, I merged the background outlines with my character outlines. The frames are still separate because of alternate reasons. So if let's say I want to do some flats here, I'm gonna pick up my magic wand. Can I do it? No, wait, I've chose the wrong one. There we go. This is what I need to pick and choose. Funny enough, something I could have done. Okay, let's not try to be too fancy. But to do some rough flats, can I? Yes, it all works. I can just select the area that I want. Now, something I do want to investigate is if I can do lasso selection for all layers. At that point, or magic wand selection for all layers, at that point I would have a much easier time, and I wouldn't have to blend my frame layer or merge my frame layer with my outline layer. Because here, the optimal thing I used to have when it comes to, let's say I'm working on a single character and a single image, okay, I didn't, okay, I accidentally chose a background, that's okay. A thing I could do that was quite easy to do was basically select whatever's outside the character and then just call it a day by choosing inverse, and everything that wasn't selected, well, was selected in inverse, and I could easily get character flats out of that. Here, since my frame layer is a layer on its own, eventually I'm either gonna have to build up the confidence and say, head on, fuck it, let's go, do it live, and just merge my frame layer with my outline layer. And then I could just make that same selection type. Or if I find out there's an alternate property to the magic wand, then I'll investigate on that. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be either tonight with trial by fire, or afterwards. Either cases, right now I'm doing all this selection style. It's not entirely perfect, but you'll see what I mean when it comes to flat. So I have the whole selection down. What kind of flat color do I want to give it? Let's give it this. Maybe I could just choose my character's main color, or try to get something around that to make it easier, because I can, if I do that like I did with the previous page, I can easily lazy out with the layer I'll put on top, and straight up just color or start coloring on top. So you can see I somewhat have had a I'm talking too fast. I somewhat have it all set. Like right now I can just choose whatever's not switching music. I'm switching music here and there, choosing whatever's not been selected, and completely outline. Oh crap, wait, bad move. Let me just go back there. I forgot to tell you guys, with the magic wand, you always want to expand. Why? Because the magic wand is not accurate. It is not the tool that you need, but it's okay, well, it's not the tool that you want, but it's the tool that you need. In that sense. And thank God I can do magic wand selection on a locked layer. I love this, because sometimes I always have the big mistake of putting paint bucketing on top of my outlines, and then I'm like, damn it, and I have to go back and do all this nonsense. So as you can see, I have my flats. My flats are, or base flat coloring kinda gets there when it comes to character. With that done, or as soon as that whole thing is done, I can just easily pick and choose areas with the lasso on another layer that is going to have, or that is going to be clipped to the bottom layer, which is this. So it's a bit, just run with me there, okay? Once it's clipped, I can interact with the top layer that I'll be making for these flats without going outside that border. And at that point, it just makes my work much easier. Let's see. Fill all of that. Of course, I'm gonna have to go back on these and just erase those little nooks and crannies, or even add certain parts. But there you go. I kind of have a base for my flat coloring. I'm throwing terms here and there. Just run with me, alright? Usually you don't batch flat, but there are ways to do it. And the more I work with this application, the more I work with alternative techniques, the more I find out things to speed up my process and kind of make this easier for me and quicker. As long as I don't botch it out. Now you understand now I'm gonna have to trim these down. You know what, I'll do it later off cam. But let's say here I can start just laying out flat. So I'll do another layer, do set, clip, clip to layer below, which is the yellow I have. And here I can just, I kind of wish I had a overall color scheme. Something I'll have to do because I'm going between my tablet and this, or my tablet PC and my tablet. Tablet PC, thank God Futureshop managed to repair it. Thank you Futureshop, still fuck you Microsoft. But here you can see I can just straight up do my flats here. Another technique I could have done is just like with the previous thing, or the previous baseline technique I did, I can just go back on my outlines, select whatever section I want to work on, like this, section that have the same color, note quote unquote same color, and then let's see, come on, do it faster. I'm trying to work with speed, but speed is not really the best thing to get something accurate. I think I forgot an actual element of the drawing, but you won't notice. You haven't noticed a thing! So, there you go. Again, oh, I forgot something. Gotta expand. This time I expanded by 1 instead of 2. Let's see if I get something a bit better. Yeah, see? I can just check it in. I think I did get the wrong color, though. Maybe. So, see, the more I work with Manga Studio, the more techniques I pick up on how to work much faster, and the application itself is making, giving me a lot easier time when it comes to framing, when it comes to outlining, when it comes to coloring. Like, it beats Psy in many aspects. So that's why I am glad I purchased it off Amazon. And I am really glad I followed all of their tutorials on YouTube, Smith Micro's YouTube. Manga Studio, man, if it's on, when it's on special, pick it up. Or if you even have the money, just pick it up. That's all you need to know. So, aside from this rush, I have to finalize a couple of other prints. Sorry for the weird tones. I am recovering from a disgusting weather change that is messing me over on all sides. But there you go. Worked on a couple of prints. I might modify that little shading area, streamline it a bit more, because I try to do like the Korean manga's shading for light. And in this case, I tripped and failed in my standard, but so far it's still presentable. As for this, title kind of revealed that little reference, but yeah, this kind of print is a reference to a game cover slash style. If you can figure it out, then thumbs up. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. It's already spoiled. Anyway, Walking Dead reference, while the previous one was Doctor Who. Had a lot of fun working on that. And the last one, hopefully I won't get to scrap it, but it might be a scrap. I still need to crop and add a couple of title of reference. Mostly my Extra Sage character just getting a new power-up. Well, getting slash stealing or acquiring in other ways. And, well, you can see someone's not too happy about this. I did have a fourth print I wanted to work on for Comic-Con, but I might be late. It's a bit different and difficult than what I want to do. So, going back on the subject of Comic-Con and more in detail, this year is going to be huge. This is the year where I gotta fucking work my ass off and get stuff done the hard way. And what I mean by that is I gotta bust out. I've gotta be in people's faces. And I hate that. I really do. I hate being in people's faces. I hate being up yours. I hate that. But something I had to learn is when it comes to being an artist and getting my portfolio out there, this is the way I have to do it. Let's see, I kind of want to do a new... Can I do a new one? New setting, extra stage color. So I can balance out all my colors. I guess I might show you how to pull it off later on. Oh, wow, what is this disgusting grayscale? Gray stuff happening. Is there a way I can just add it? I wanna... Damn it! No! I didn't wanna... Okay, wait. There we go. I'll scrap all of this. Because if I put a new color, check it out. If I put a new color in there, it's gonna add another notch. And now I kind of have to just wipe all of these... Can't I? Yeah, there we go. Wipe all of these out in order to get a clean slate and get my extra stage colors in there. Why do I do this? It's because recently I've kind of noticed my colors are extremely inconsistent. And it's because I do not have a set palette, or I haven't been keeping consistent with a set palette. So all this is an effort to, you know, here and achieving a set palette. Oh, what did I? Okay, there we go. Going crazy here. It's because of the song. So I do not like this color, so that's one thing I'll have to change. So yeah, going back with the whole Comic-Con talk, I gotta be in people's faces. It sucks, but I gotta be in people's faces. I gotta be in publishers' faces. I really have to bust out, not being the shy person that I'm usually am, but straight away just busting shit out, being active, proactive in that scene, and trying to be way more interactable, if that is a way to say it. Do I have more colors here? No, no, this is straight up flats. Is it? No. Something's up. No, these are... Oh no, I straight up flat grayscale that. Not bad. Interesting, but not bad. I do have an issue with going from flat to colors, or flat grayscales to color. Mostly because as soon as you apply flat colors to your grayscale or your value studies, then you can see that the color is no longer what you were expecting. And that fucks around with my mind straight away. Let's see. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot. Maybe I'm not going to be as crazy as I was last year, trying to do something and meeting all of the superstars or the wrestling stars. As much as I like interacting with Kevin Nash, Bret Hart, and wow, I forgot her name. I really forgot her name. She wasn't in the Attitude Era. This is why I barely remember this person, which really sucks because it's a really cool person. Chill person that's not working in modeling. Wow, okay, there you go. I completely forgot this wrestling person. So yeah, last year was a fun rush. Went to meet these people, then ran back to my table to continue things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off this year. Truthfully, I do not know. Because, again, the main objective now is getting a job in the art industry. Fucking sick and tired of staying out of the art industry and not being able to practice and get better at what I want to do. You guys hear me? I am fucking bloody tired. So what am I gonna do about it? I'm gonna do the most logical thing. Go as crazy as I can to get a job in the bloody industry. That or, you know, Patreon, who knows. I'm still working on that editing. I'm still working on a lot of things. I had to postpone the After Effects tutorials that I took to work on Manga Studio tutorials and to work with that. So I'm going back to the After Effects tutorial in due times, and I'm really loving working on working with After Effects. Much better than Flash. Take that, Flash. So yes, going a bit nuts on that end. Seriously hoping to get something out of Comic-Con. This seems to be the goal. the goal, the motivation, the struggle, the determination, whatever you want to add in there. But that is the goal. A couple of my friends are going to be there. There's going to be Ghislain Deliere, who works on a lot of cool gaming related pictures on DeviantArt. BD-Gist. There's my friend Olivia Hamza, who is going to be present. NotWhatNot.com, or what? Not whatnot. Wait, let me just double verify that via Twitter. Via Twitter and via Instagram. Let's see. Scrolling through. Awesome picture. And there we go. NotWhatNot.com is going to be there. I'm going to have Next Genesis Studio that's going to be there. Akame Toons from the Next Genesis Studio. It's going to be the Ryan brothers are going to be present. Devon Eldred and the Next Gen crew. Next Genesis crew. Next Gen, Next Genesis. You get what I mean! So they're going to be there. My mentor, Wayne Murray, thumbs up for teaching me a lot of things about drawing, is going to be there with the next edition of his volume. So it is going to be hype. And I'm hoping to have time to go see everyone. And at the same time, I'm really hoping to get that drawing job. I will go ballistic if nothing really happens. What the hell happened there? This is the magic wand disasters sometimes. The selection always needs to be expanded upon. Okay, yeah, now that's just being a troll. Can I? Okay, that works. Huh. Okay, well that's unusual. Very unusual, to say the least. Oh, right. Ah, bloody hell. That's my problem here. It's because I did... You see what I tell you about the selection type? Yeah, that... Now I can kind of see how it's biting me back in the ass. And now I'm going to have to find ways to damage control it. I guess at this point, an easy thing I can do is straight up just color on top. Seeing that I can lock transparency, I can just dash colors on... Oh, wow, that's actually bad. I can do both, though. I can do a mix of both. At a certain point, I'm going to be able to transparency lock this and just paint over it and see if I can fill certain gaps as much as I can. Because I did a magic wand selection on the inside of the lines, certain lines aren't even touched, so there's that disgusting little gray thing that pops in. That looks really nasty when you zoom in, but when you zoom out, it might not even make a difference. Yet, you can never be too sure. So to remedy that, I'm just going back into my complete flat layer and just brushing along, because the lines are going to get filled at that point, and I won't get that disgusting little gray thing. Issues, you live and learn, right? Now I know. Knowing is half the battle. The rest of the battle is just doing it. As you can see, going a bit kooky here. All these deadline, this rush, everything is just slamming down on me, and I'm trying to get some coloring done. So I guess I'll leave you guys there. Who else? Am I missing anyone else? Ah, my friend Emmanuel Ouellet. Bonhomme is going to be at Comic-Con. Like, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be fucking nuts. I still need to do another roll call for Comic-Con just to know who's going to be there, who's confirmed, and then possibly make another video pre-Comic-Con. But so far, I still have a lot of damage control to do with this flat coloring, which I'm gonna have to do it. There's no other way, right? And hey, you learn, or I learn, and then I'll see what happens. Same goes with the colors. Now I know I have a centralized color palette. I'll go back on the previous pages if actually after Comic-Con. That's when I put everything in color. Okay, that's it for this, let's say, pre-Comic-Con. Oh yeah, the two best friends are gonna be there. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, I'm done. Later, guys. Thanks again for the support. I will try to do some more gaming updates. Awesome Knots. A couple of Awesome Knots games are coming in. I will post all the rage and the salt and the salty madness soon. I just need to finish a thumbnail. I know! What is wrong with me on that end? I could just easily, cheaply just Photoshop my face next to an Awesome Knots title, but I hate that. I hate that. Alright, I'm out, people. Thanks again. Later.